That was an hurdle, but we knew he was going to make it. Now we are very good and free to start working hard. Now our target next is the Olympic 1500 meter finals. And then from there we'll choose our color of the medal going forward. Yeah.
You also have a young athlete under your wing, Vincent Keter. Unfortunately, today he was not among the team. What's your plan about him in the future?
You see, Vincent is a 1500 meter specialist. He's not 800 meter. So he really struggled kicking at the last moment. But if it was a faster race, we were seeing somewhere falling top 3, top 4. But it's a good experience for him. He's young. You remember he's the former world under 20, which is a very good transition. Making it to the Olympic trials team, being invited here is itself is a momentum, is a progression, a huge progression that we're really great about it. So going forward is picking up experience, race experience, and running with the top in the world. It's very good.
Now you've also managed to watch the other races. Which was the most impressive race for you today?
I was very happy to see Faith Kipyegon coming back strong. We were having a lot of uncertainty because we've never seen her running this season. She's such a good athlete when she's in good shape. I like her level of confidence and running well in the 5,000 meters. That was commendable. That was very great. So I wish him well. I know he's going to run the 15 tomorrow, which is possible for a double. And that was so great. I only, in my mind personally, I struggle to see a double of 5 and 10. That would be very tough. The ladies, yeah.
Thank you so much, Coach, and all the best.
Thank you very much, Charity. Thanks.
Thank you. That was Coach Bernard Ouma giving us his insights about the race that he watched and how he was anticipating about Timothy's performance in today's race. And he's also saying that he's quite impressed with seeing Faith back and doing her first track event for the season. It has cleared all the uncertainty that was there, and they know that she can be able to deliver. Over to you, Greg and Rotich on the other side of the studio.
And we are ready for the 400 meters women semi-final number 1. Of course, Marion Jepchumba in lane number 2, Joan Cherono in lane number 3, Shida Lenyi of Uganda in lane number 4, Veronica Kamumbe Mutua in lane number 5, Jacqueline Njala in lane number 6, and Janet Jepkoech in lane number 7. And we are ready for the 400 meters women semi-final number 1. Marion Jepchumba, Joan Gerono, Shida Lenyi, Veronica Kamumbe Mutua, Jacqueline Njala, and of course, Janet Jepkoech. 50.95 is the standard qualification time for the 400 meters. But first of all, it's a ticket to the final. And off they go smoothly, the 400 meters semi-final number 1. Shida Lenyi of Uganda, Veronica Mutua in lane number 5. Jacqueline Njala in lane number 6, but watch out for Shida Lenyi. She looks really confident as they head to the last 200 of this one. And it is Shida Lenyi versus Veronica Mutua. Also watch out for Janet Jepkoech and Jacqueline Njala on the outside. But it's now all about lane number 6. That is Jacqueline Njala still in the lead, together with Veronica Mutua and, of course, Shida Lenyi of Uganda. She looks really strong as they come to the home stretch. It is Shida Lenyi steaming away, Veronica Mutua trying so hard to stay in touch, and, of course, Jacqueline Njala in third. It is Njala and Lenyi, but it will be Shida Lenyi of Uganda claiming victory, 52.30. An official time, of course, Shida Lenyi claiming victory. She looked really confident when she came into this one, and she's claimed that victory. the lady from Uganda who trains here in Nairobi, I think under Coach Bernard Ouma. So these are some of the athletes whom we look forward to and say that anytime the championships is around, she's the one to watch. Shida Lenyi claiming victory in the first semi-final of the 400 meters, but then Veronica Kamumbe Mutua coming in second, and that signals the end of the first semi-final of the 400 meters, and we have one more to go where we have Faith Mora, Maureen Nyatiti Thomas, Mercy Chebet, Gladys Mumbe, and Mercy Adija. And there they go, Bernard. We must talk about this 400 meters. There's no Mary Mora. She wanted to do a double, but it seemed to be a tall order because she'll be running in the 800 meters final later on.
Yeah, that would have been a tall order for her because running 400 and then coming to run again in 800 meters, it couldn't work for her. But she, of course, Mora started with 400 meters before exiting to 800 meters. And it's for an athlete to compete in 400 and then transit to 800, it's easier for her to even do better. And that's why you see Mora is doing very well in the 800 meters race. And as we wait, maybe Charity, you want to talk to Shida Lemi. As we wait, maybe let's talk about the second semi-final. That was Shida Leni who won the race. Maybe as we wait for Charity, we talk about the second semi-final. We have Faith Mora, Maureen Nyatiti Thomas, Mercy Chebet, Gladys Mumbe, and Mercy Adija. I must tell you, Mulemi, this race will be the race will be super fast. You'll see super fast. You'll see athletes here battling for the top positions, and we have to wait and see how they will do. They will do it. And of course, earlier I talked about legends gracing this event, and I'm happy even to see the legend Kipchoge Keino seated at the VIP, watching the race live from the VIP. This is what motivates the athletes, even the former athletes, former legends coming and seated here and watching how these athletes are doing this thing. And of course, they all want to see athletes running well. Remember, these athletes run during their time and they run a clean race. Over to you, Charity, as you talk to Shida Leni.
Yes, I'm joined here by Shida Leni from Uganda. Shida, how has been the altitude for you? Has it affected your performance?
Yeah, actually, it's a bit humidity. So while I was warming up, I was complaining to the coach that, wow, I'm having dry throat and so on. So, but all in all, it has paid me to run a seasonal best. So I'm so glad of that. Yeah.
So far, your preparation for the Olympics, how has it been for you? Today you've clocked here 52.
Preparation for this Olympics, it has not been an easy thing because since we in Uganda, we don't have a track at the moment. We tend to train, I'm a 400-meter runner, but I tend to train on a marathon often, so just come here to run and I see what I can do. But I'm so glad. The hard work is also paying back. So wait and see what comes after this year.
Would you? How difficult has it been? For you, what would you like mostly to be done so for you to make it easy for you to train and qualify for the Olympics?
I think apparently I need to work more on my speed. Yeah, if I want to run faster than this. Yeah.
Thank you so much and all the best.
Thank you too.
That was Shida Leni from Uganda. She's saying that it's been quite a journey for her trying to qualify for the Paris Olympics with the country, with Uganda unfortunately having no certified track, and also a track that they can be able to use for training, and we're hoping her all the best. We're wishing her all the best. This trial we've been having the team from South Sudan. We also have athletes from some athletes from Tanzania. We're expecting the Botswana team to land today. We're hoping to find more and more excitement in the races that are coming up, and we're looking forward to an exciting program as we continue with the semi-finals. Over to you, Greg and Rotich.
Thank you, Charity. That was, as you were doing the interview, that was Kemboy being acknowledged by the fans, Ezekiel Kemboy. If you can remember Ezekiel Kemboy the dancer who could finish the race and, of course, start dancing at the finish line after winning gold. Talking about Shida Leni, I think she said she touched on the event, on the need for. They don't have a track where they can run because it's under renovation. So I think this is an African problem. Well, meanwhile, the second semi-final, 400 meters. Lane 3, Mace Faith Mora. Lane 4, Maureen Thomas. Lane 5, Mercy Chebet. Lane 6, Gladys Mumbe. Lane 7, Mercy Adija.
And we are ready for the second semi-final in the 400 meters. Faith Moram, Maureen Nyatiti Thomas, Mercy Chebet, Gladys Mumbe, and Mercy Adija. Watch out for Thomas in lane number 4, Mercy Chebet in lane number 5. And off they go smoothly. That is Mercy Chebet coming in smoothly, but then Nyatiti really struggling at the moment. But then, oh, Gladys Mumbe, she comes out very, very strongly. Mercy Chebet, as she usually does, steaming away. Quite a grimace in her face, but then watch out for Nyatiti Thomas, currently in 3rd place. And it is all about Chebet now. Will she hang in there to claim victory? Nyatiti Thomas also coming in smoothly onto the bend. It is Mercy Chebet and Maureen Thomas. Let's wait and see who has the final say. But then Mercy Chebet decides, I'm taking this one home. It is Mercy Chebet steaming to victory in this 400 meter semi-final number 2. Maureen will settle for second, but it is 52.49. Mercy Chebet claiming victory in that one, just ahead of Maureen Nyatiti Thomas. And of course, the final will be really, really interesting, Bernard.
It will be interesting. It will be interesting. I told you the second semi-final will look fast. It will be fast, of course. Looking at how Mercy Chebet is doing, she's a really good athlete. That, of course, we are going back to what we say, that there's a small fine-tuning, and she'll be able to run even 50 or below 50. I think we need to see how these athletes can train in a different area and see if this will bring changes. Mercy used to run 100 and 200, and maybe going forward, the coaches decided to transit her to 400 meters, which is a good thing for a sprinter to grow. And she's really doing very well in 400 meters.
Mercy Chebet, winner of the second semi-final. She looks really confident. Mercy Chebet, 51.71 is her season's best. But straight away we go to the men's semi-final. Kun Warliem of ART in lane number 2, Elkana Kiproti Chemilil in lane number 3, Brian Onyari Tinega in lane number 4, Kevin Sane Tauta in lane number 5, Kelvin Kiprotich Tonu in lane number 6, and that is Mercy Chebet. As she claimed victory, Maureen Nyatiche Thomas, who started really badly, tried to catch up, but it was all about who was going to have more endurance towards the end of that 400 meters, and that is how it went. Maureen trying so hard to catch up with Mercy Chebet, who looked really, really strong, and that is how it went down in the second semi-final of the 400 meters. Could see Mercy Chebet really strong, being urged by the fans to go for it, go and finish in style. Maureen Nyatiti Thomas coming in and trying so hard to catch up with Mercy Chebet. But it was all about running against time. And on my far left, I can see former Olympic champion, former world champion, Ezekiel Kemboi, having a jig. Remember, he retired after the 2016 Olympics, and he's here to cheer his former teammates, if I might call it, as we are ready for the 400 meters. And of course, Ezekiel Kemboi gave us memories in London, gave us memories in Rio with his favorite dance, the song called Emily Chepchumba. Such a nice song, and of course he's here today as a fan and a mentor to this talented group of athletes. But we are getting ready for the 400 meters semi-finals. Missing is lane number 2, that is Kunwar Liam of ART, but we'll have Elkana Kiprotich in lane number 3. We'll have Brian Tinega Onyari in lane number 4, Kevin Sane Tauta in lane number 5, Kelvin Kiprotich in lane number 6, Collins Omae Gichana in lane number 7, and Joshua Wanyonyi in lane number 8. And off you go, the 400 meters. And look at the way this man, Kelvin Kiprotich Tonui, came off the blocks. And he is currently showing the rest of the field how it is done. Collins Omai also trying to run from the outside in lane number 7. And Joshua Wanyonyi now struggling a little bit as they head towards the bend. And it is Kelvin Kiprotich Tonui currently in the lead. He's coming in really, really strongly. And then, but watch out for Brian Tinega also coming in lane number 4. But then it is Kevin Kiprotich Tonui steaming away to victory. Will he hang on there? It is Kevin Kiprotich Tonui who will come in to claim victory in a time of 45.74. Kevin Kiprotich representing Kenya Prisons on national level, but earning a ticket to the final of the 400 meters.
Yeah, the race for me looked fast, and of course we are waiting to see what will unravel at the finals, what will happen at the finals, and maybe he needs to do some fine-tuning in his last lap, in his last few meters, because that is where he slowed down. But of course, he's capable of getting the qualification mark of 45. That is the 45.00 qualification mark. And to the second semi-final, we have the second semi-final. We have Buom Worth from South Sudan, Geoffrey Chanwengo from Uganda, Mutua Emmanuel from Kenya, Kevin Kipkorir, Boniface Ontuga Mweresa, Nathaniel Kipngetich, Eric Kimathi, and Alan Kipiego. I think also this second semi-final will be super fast, and might be faster even than the first semi-final. And of course, we have another semi-final, the third semi-final, where you have some of the top athletes also in this 400 meters race.
And that is Kevin Kiprotich Tonui. Clear from the rest of the pack, like clear and daylight, but it was a battle between the second, third, and fourth, with Kevin Tauta just ensuring that he edged the rest to claim second. We'll be getting the official results in a bit, but we are ready for the second semi-final. And are scheduled in lane number 1, Buom Buor Duoth of South Sudan, Godfrey Chamweno of Uganda in lane number 2, Emmanuel Mutua in lane number 3, Kelvin Kipkorir in lane number 4, Boniface Mweresa in lane number 5, Nathaniel Kipngetich in lane number 6, Eric Kimathi in lane number 7, and Alan Kipiego in lane number 8. So it's a complete field here in the 400-meter semi-final number 2, with the two athletes with one athlete from Uganda, the other from South Sudan, and the rest from Kenya. As they get ready for the start of the second semi-final. Remember, after this we'll have the third semi-final, the 400 meters, before ushering in the 800 meters women final, which will be the last event of the day. And if you are joining us, remember, we are live from the NYAYO National Stadium, bringing you day 1 of action for the Kenyan trials for Paris 2024 Olympics.
And 2 times silver medalist Olympics, and also 2 times world champion. I think that is the title he has won for the country. Deputy Commissioner of Research,
as the track judges ensure that everything is in order before the start of the storm, the 400-meter semi-final number 2, a race that has high expectations, and of course just confirming the finer details before we get down to business here at the NYAYO National Stadium. Opened for just this one, the athletics trials for the 2024 Olympics. Afterwards it will be closed for innovations. We've seen a few adjustments here. And we are ready for the start of the 400 meters men final, semi-final number 2. Buom Buor Duoth of South Sudan, Godfrey Chamweno, Emmanuel Mutua, Kelvin Kipkorir, Boniface Mweresa, Nathaniel Kipngetich, and Eric Kimathi.
Leni ya 3, Emmanuel Mutua, Kenya. Leni ya 4, Kevin Kipkorir, Kenya. Leni ya 5, Boniface Otunga Mweresa, Kenya. Leni ya 6, Nathaniel Kipngetich, Kenya. Nafasi ya 7, Eric Kimathi, Kenya. Nafasi ya 8, Alan Kipiego, Kenya. Tunawatakia la heri kwenye shindano hilo la semi-finali.
And of course, the 45.00 is the standard qualification time of these 400 meters. And you look at this lineup: Boniface Otunga Mweresa 45.64, and also Kelvin Kipkorir. Watch out for this young man who's running in lane number 4. So the 400 meter semi-final number 2. And off they go. And Boniface Mueresa and Kevin Kipkorir already showing us signs of what to expect, and that is Boniface Mueresa heading into the last 200. And it is Mueresa currently taking the lead, Kevin Kipkorir currently in second. And of course, you look at the likes of Godfrey Changwen and Buor Duot of South Sudan struggling to keep up pace. But that is Boniface Mueresa, the man from KDF, showing what he's been doing in the nationals, now coming to show us what he can do here in the national trials for the Olympics. He's teaming away from the race. Just coming in, Kevin Kipkorir trying to come up really, really well. But then it is Mueresa versus Kevin Kipkorir. It's going to be a huge battle. Mueresa just being edged out, 45.74. Kevin Kipkorir came in with the fastest time, comes to claim this one just ahead of Boniface Mueresa, who had a very good start to this race.
I think he had a very good finishing, because actually those were the last few meters that he decided to add an extra energy so that he can make it and win the race. So this, I told you, it will be an interesting race, and of course we shall have a look at the recap and see what will unfold. It was actually the last few meters that he decided to go for it.
Kevin Kipkorir from North Rift winning this one. He really had to work his socks off to claim victory here. Look at Boniface Mueresa. He was clear like daylight heading into the 100, but then look at the resilience of Kevin Kipkorir. He came in as the fastest man, 45.25 coming into this one, but then Boniface Mueresa seemed to have just started grimacing just after the 50-meter mark. And that is where Kevin Kipkorir saw an opportunity. Look at how he buzzed and came in to steam away from Mueresa to claim victory in this one. Look at that. Mueresa was like, oh my, how did I let this one go? And that is it. Tomorrow's final will be fireworks, and we have one more final in the 400 meters where we have the likes of Yed Juk, Achul Ayul of South Sudan, Roger Souma, Kevin Sayanek Kipirante, Zablon Ekwam, Kennedy Kimeo Mutoka, Erastus Mbaluka, and Danson Kibet. But that is the man of the moment. That is Kevin Kipkorir, winner of semi-final number 2 in the 400 meters. And Boniface Mueresa still can't believe what he saw from this young man, Kevin Kipkorir. Of course, you look at that. Boniface Mueresa knew that he had already taken this one, but then Kevin Kipkorir telling them, oh, wait, we are here, and of course, we are here, and we know that this is what it takes to qualify for the Paris Olympics, and he knows the effort that has been put. Tomorrow's final might be something else might happen, because you look at the way they've lined up, it's not going to be easy for anyone. There is no favorite, because you look at the field, the likes of Collins Omai didn't even make it past the semi-final. But then the third and final hit of these 400 meters semi-finals, and look out for Yedjojik Akuil Ayul, Rogers Ouma, Sayanek, Ekwam, Kimeu, Erastus Maluka, and Danson Kibet. But first of all, we got an interview with Boniface Mueresa.
Well, as we wait for Charity, maybe the third and last semi-final is... Okay, over to you, Charity.
Mueresa, you've really worked hard to qualify for the Olympics. How does it feel for you?
It's been a tough journey, but we still have hopes. We have more, another round, so we'll see what's coming tomorrow.
Tomorrow, what's going to be your approach?
I think I will go back. We sit with the coach and see where we made a mistake, and see the execution we will have tomorrow. Yeah.
Marisa, you've had races outside the country. So far, what have you picked from the races?
I can say there's more experience. I've got race sharpness. So the only thing we are remaining with is just execution and getting better times. Yeah.
Thank you so much and all the best.
Welcome.
I'm also joined by Kevin Kipkori. Stand over here. Kevin, you're just 0.74 seconds away from qualifying for the Olympics. How does it feel for you?
Ni microseconds si rahisi pia, lakini tutajaribu kesho tuone vile itakuwa. Siwezi nikasema, wacha kesho ifike alafu tuone vile itakuwa.
Na safari yako ya kujitayarisha imekuwa vipi? Kwa sababu tumekuona vile season ikianza, vile umekuja ukiendelea kuprogress. Safari imekuwa vipi?
Nashukuru Mungu ameniweka vizuri, at least na improve by kila wakati, na at least kuna improvement. Nashukuru.
All the best and congratulations.
Asante.
That was Boniface Mwereza and Kelvin Kipkoril. After finishing the semi-final for the 400, Kelvin has just missed the qualifying mark by a few milliseconds, and he's hoping that tomorrow you'll be able to seal and make it for Team Kenya for the Paris. Over to you, Greg and Rotich, as we move to the next race.
It's the third semi-final of the 400 meters happening here at the NYAYO National Stadium, and off we go smoothly. And watch out for David Saneki Pirant in lane number 4, Zablon Ekwam in lane number 5. Really, really interesting. And Erastus Mbaluka, Danson Quebec, Roger Souma, Kennedy Kimeo Mutoki. And that is Kimeo Mudoki currently trying to see if he can negotiate that bend nicely as they come towards the bend. It is Erastus Baluka in the lead, but then watch out for David Saneki Pirante now making sure that his team's away from the legs. And it is David Kipirante coming home. It's David Kipirante. What will be the time? 45.58. Just about missing out, but he has room for improvement. But David Kipirante finishing just ahead of Zablon Ekwam. And that signals the end of the 400 meters semi-finals. We had 3 heats in this one, and we have the main one coming up in a bit. It will be the 800 meters women final, and the lineup is rich. Mr. Bernard Rotich, you are looking forward to this one. Mary Mora promised us an under 156 this year. Is she gonna make it?
She might make it because, as you said, the season is competitive. You've seen an athlete who has run 155. And for that makes Mora the second best this season, having run 156. So I think we are going to see better times, especially from these athletes. Of course, now we've seen also technology has really changed in terms of the running shoes. So let's always expect faster times in these races. And of course, athletes are really training hard. And I want to see what will happen in the 800 meters. There are new upcoming athletes. Talk of Vivian Chebet. Vivian Chebet actually has been training so well. She trains in Etienne Eldoret. We have Naomi Korir, Mary Mora, of course, Perina Lokure, Nakang, a little bit. She has, of course, I think she is representing refugees. And then, of course, Naomi Glorious Chepchumba also trains in Iten. So we expect a good race here, but we have to wait and see how they'll perform. I'll be interested to see how Sarah Mora will be doing.
Of course, we'll be waiting to see what they're capable of doing. They're already on the track as we witness what Mr. Kipirante did in the last semi-final, just finishing ahead of Zablon Ekwam. And we are ready for the last event of the day, the 800 meters women final. 2 laps of this one. Vivian Chebet, Mary Moran, Naomi Korir, Lilian Odira, the national champion, won it at the Ulinzi complex. Penina Lokure Nakang of ART, Mweni Kalimi, Sylvia Chemutai Chasebe, and Namugloria Chepchumba.
Those are the participants lined up for 800 meters finals this evening. So once again, let's remain silent.
Ready for the 800 meters, 2 laps of this one. And Mary Mora, of course, coming in 156.71, her season best, and off we go. Watch out for Naomi Korir and Lilian Odira, the national champion, over the distance. And Mary Mora, in her typical fashion, hit the front early. Lilian Odira, the national champion, knows that she also has a chance to make it to Paris. So this is a final like no other, and Mary Mora sets the pace in this one. Your expectations, Bernard?
Of course, as you can see, she's on the lead, and as I said earlier, she has the second best time this season. She has run 156, and of course, when she ran the Diamond League, she saw there was a surprise from the Great Britain athlete who managed to run 155. That is Kelly Hodgkinson. So now Moran knows that she has to run well and tactically when she heads to the Olympics. But of course, she has to make the team today. She is now controlling the race in the first. She has crossed with 58 in the first lap, and then now you'll see the reaction of athletes, how they will perform. And of course, we have the athletes from South Africa. Prudence has also been running so well. She was here in Nairobi for the World Under 20, and of course, she has transited to the senior level, and she's doing well. Mora is still taking the lead there.
And of course, Mora and of course Odira fighting it out as they head towards the bend, which is very hard to negotiate. But they watch out for Sarah Mora, trailing her sister that, wait, I've been here also. I want to be heard. It is a battle between the Moras. And of course, watch out for the likes of Sylvia Chemutai Chebet, but then it's Sarah Mora and Mary Mora battling it for 1 and 2. And it is Lilian Odira, the national champion, coming home and claiming victory ahead of the two Moras. Wow! Lilian Odira, the national champion, showing us that whatever she did at the Ulinzi complex wasn't a fluke. She's come here, won the trials ahead of the two Moras.
And I think the two Moras really helped her because the smaller Mora reacted, was the first to react. And then, of course, the elder sister was following her up. And then, of course, now Lilian Odira had to run a tactical race and, of course, win at the last minute, at the last second at the finish line.
As you can see, Mary Mora was in cruise control of this one. She knew she had the experience. She knew what it takes, but then just took her eyes off Lilian Odira, who is the national champion in the 800 meters. Lilian Odira from the inside saw that there was no opportunity on the inside, watched from the outside. She looked at where the likes of Vivian were, and then watch out for Sarah Mora coming from the outside, hitting the front. And Mary Mora was in a very relaxed mode when it reached this point. And then they took that bend towards the last 200 meters. Lilian Odira wasn't even in the picture. Look at her in 5th place. Nobody knew that she was going to come, but look at her long stride. She decided, man, let me take this one on the bull by the horns. And you can see Sarah Mora was already reaching. And then Lilian deciding to come from the outside. She knew she had a chance from the outside. Nobody noticed her. Not even Sarah Mora noticed her. Not even Mary Mora noticed her. Not even the likes of Namgorish Depchumba noticed her. Everyone was grimacing, focusing on Mary Mora and Sarah Mora. And then watch out for the national champion, Lilian Odira. She's not yet in the picture. Into the last 50 meters, she's nowhere. But then watch out. Sarah Mora knew that I got this one. Mary Mora knew that she had already attained the qualification time. But there comes Lilian Odira from the outside, claiming victory in a very spectacular way, beating the two Moras on the tape to claim victory, 159.28. And as we see the Moras still celebrating in there. Tomorrow will be another day where we'll bring you plenty of action, including the 3,000 meters men steeplechase final. This is a race that will be looking keenly at who wants to dethrone the likes of El Bakali from being called the national Olympic, the Olympic champion. But look at how the crowd is gathering. Look at the way everyone was excited about coming back to the NYAYO National Stadium, because this is a facility that is well respected, a facility that has actually made us feel the good things about athletics. And you can see Mary Mora, she's a star, she knows it. And looking at how they've performed, I'm not sure if we're going to get them for the interviews. And if at all we get them for the interviews, they will be glad to hear what she has to say about qualifying together with her sister Sarah to the Paris 2024 Olympics. Lilian Odira, of course, showing us that she didn't just win the national championship by fluke. Of course, people were questioning the times that Lilian Odira posted at the national championship. She came here in a time of 2 minutes and 0.00 seconds, but then we had what it takes. She had what it takes to do what? To claim victory in these trials and, of course, book that ticket to the Paris 2024 Olympics. But then I'll be handing you over to Charity, who will be speaking to Sarah Mora, who came in second in the 800 meters. And looking at the way they actually embraced each other, it was such a beautiful scene. She's already talked highly of her younger sister. Maybe they call her cousin, but then you look at how she's been mentoring the younger Mora. It's something that is very, very interesting. But
your sister is in
I believe that Charity is with Mary Mora on the other side. Charity, take it away.
And it was our plan with me and my sister. I wanted to pass the first 400 by 56, so that we can pass with 58. And from the last 200 meters to go, I decided to slow that down so that he can pass me and maybe he can get the qualification. And the final has run under 2, and I'm happy we are together in the team. Yeah.
So what's your plan moving forward as we go for the Olympics?
I can say right now we are going back to sharpen. Maybe somewhere we have not sharpened good, and maybe in Olympics we can do wonders.
Thank you so much. Come here to the cage.
That is Mary Mora speaking to Charity, and of course,
Sarah is over.
we'll wait to
Sarah,
hear what
you
Sarah
finally
Mora
made
has
it
to
for
say
your first
after
Olympics. How
finishing
does
third.
it feel for you?
I'm so happy, even I don't know how I can express it. Actually sikuwa expect kama ningekimbia venye nimekimbia leo. Ni Mungu tu amefanya. And actually this is my first race kukimbia under 200 na nimequalify kwenda Olympics. I will work hard on it. So what to expect more than what I have done here today. Yeah.
Mpango wenu umekuwa vipi? Vile mmekuwa training, mmekuwa mkitrain all over the season. Mmepangaje ndo kuensure that at least umefika hadi final?
Nilikuwa nimeogopa. Actually sijaikimbia na Mary the same race. This was our first race. So alikuwa huko nilikuwa ni expect. Tumetrain na yeye. Acha nimekaa nikifollow venye hizo steps zake ziko. Lisema leo liwalo ningefanya at least something better. Yenye inge place even coach ndio apate na yeye motisha endelea to train.
Thank you so much. I'm also joined by Coach Alexan, who is the coach to Sarah Mora and Mary Mora. Coach, mpango wako strategy imekuwa vipi so far?
Yeah, mara ya kwanza tulikuwa tumepanga ikue first race. Ni vizuri na tulikuwa tumesema kwamba tunataka kwenda kama team. Na vizuri tulikuwa tumesema Mary Mora akue mbele na control that pace ikue at least a first pace. But katikati haikuwezekana kwa sababu tulikuwa tunataka 56. Haikuwezekana tukapata 58, but hiyo ni sawa pia. You were able to make that one. Sasa tulikuwa tumesema kwamba ikuwa fast pace, it will be better for her to make the team. And after 600 meters, she saw that other ladies were up wanaenda, na ndio aka make the move to lead, and then ikakuwa hivyo. So
mpango wako sasa, now that they're in the team, approach yako in the training to ensure that they are in the final and possibly bring back the medal?
Yeah, we are waiting for the panel of selectors to give us a green light, and then when we have that green light, it is possible that we can see that how best are we going to do it in the Paris Olympics. So we are doing our own best, and we will do the best.
Thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
That was Coach Alex Sang, is the coach to Mary Mora, the world champion, and Sarah Mora, who happens to be the sister to Mary Mora. He's been coaching the two of them throughout the season and been strategic, making plans of how they're going to make it for Team Kenya. Today we've also had a bit of a disappointment in the men's 800 meters. However, we have news for you that Wanyonyi and Collins Kipruto have been reinstated back to the race. They've all been given a yellow card, but they'll be allowed to compete tomorrow in the final. Today, thank you so much for watching us from Athletics Kenya. We are looking forward to seeing you as we for the more finals and as we name the team. Over to you, Greg and Rotich. Until tomorrow, it's goodbye.
As usual, it is a pleasure, Charity, doing very insightful interviews there. Tomorrow is another day, and of course we'll be doing the day 2 of these trials for the Olympic Games that will be held in Paris from the 26th of July to the 11th of August. And tomorrow we have the long jump at 10 a.m. We have the 5,000 meters men final, the 400 meters men final, the javelin, the 1,500 meters women final, the 400 meters men and women, the steeplechase for men and women, men final, of course, the 200 meters final, the 800 meters men and women, the 800 meters men final, the 100 meters, and of course the 4x400 meters. So that will be the end of it, and then a team will be selected to represent Kenya at the Paris 2024 Olympics. As usual, it's been great having you by from morning till this time around 4:02 p.m. In Nairobi, and of course be joining us in each and every production, and of course on behalf of each and everyone who made this a success, it's goodbye and good evening. Take care and have a lovely weekend.